Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel NCRT Maths with Pradeep. Today we are continuing our chapter number 5, that is data handling. So today's topic is probability. Probability means chances of happening something. Okay, so we see in our daily life some events or some things are there which might happen or which might not happen. Those events which we are not sure that it can be there or it cannot be there. So this comes under the topic of probability. Suppose let's see that today it will rain or not. So that means rain can be there or it won't be there. So we have a probability that chances are there that today it may rain. So when we are considering such things, we will deal with probability. Suppose you are tossing a coin. So in coin we have two different sides, that is head and tail. So that means whenever you toss a coin, chances are there that you will get head and chances are there that you will get tail also. So these are the different outcomes that we will consider. What is the probability of those particular outcomes? Event means what are the different options for the experiment that we are considering. So what are the events that have equal chance to occur? We cannot be sure that whether head will come or tail will come. So both options, that is head and tail, are equally likely to happen. Okay, so equally likely means that there are 50-50 chances that anything can happen. So those events are referred as equally likely. Okay, so probability of an event, we have one formula, that is number of outcomes that makes an event divided by total number of outcomes of the experiment. Suppose I am taking again an example of coin. Coin means what are the different options, that is you might get head or tail. Okay, so what are the total number of outcomes? Only two. Okay, and what is the probability of getting head? Okay, so that will be our event. Event means what we are expecting from our experiment. So what is the probability of head? That is two different options can be there, and head is one time. Okay, when you toss a coin one time, one chance is there that it will get head and one chance is there that it will get tail. So we will write like this: what is the probability of head? So means for this particular event, out of all the possible outcomes, which satisfy this thing. Okay, so for head we have only one, so we will say that 1 divided by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes are 2. That means probability of getting head when you toss a coin is 1 by 2. If I say that what is the probability of getting tail, then also divided by total number of outcomes, and out of these outcomes, what is the probability of tail? That is how many times tail occurs in this? That is only 1. Probability of tail is 1 by 2. Same is the case like when I have two coins. Two coins means you toss two coins together. So what are the different outcomes? That means first we will consider what are the different outcomes, that is what are the total outcomes, and then we will see the particular event's probability. Okay, so let us suppose that I am considering two coins. So now what are the possible options? Two coins. So coin number 1. So coin number 1 means, as we have just discussed, that head can come or tail can come. Okay, so you are tossing two coins together. So that means on first coin head can come and on second coin again head can come. Okay, if first is head, second may be head. If first is head, second may be tail. Or on the first coin itself we can have tail. So if first coin is tail, again we have two different chances that second coin may get head or may get tail. So how to make this table? So let us make that this is coin 2. So for coin 1 we have two outcomes, that is head and tail. For coin 2, if we are fixing that first coin gets head, then equal chances are there that coin 2 may get head, may get tail. If on the first coin itself tail is there, then again coin 2 probability does not depend on coin 1. Means if first is getting tail, then still there are equal chances that the second coin may get head, may get tail. So that means both options go for tail also. So now how to read this? That is, first is head, second is also head. That means both are getting head. Second is first is head, second is tail. So you will read like this. First you will go on this side, write this, then go on this side. So this will be first is head, second is tail. Here when you come, so we will read like this, that is first is tail and second is head, and last is first is tail, second is also tail. So both tails. Okay. So this is an easier way of presenting your outcomes. Okay. So what are the different outcomes? That is both head, one tail, one head, and both tails. Okay. These are the possible outcomes. So how many total outcomes? Let's see. How many total outcomes? That is 4. So now let's see what are the different questions that may be asked from you. So what is the probability of getting both heads? Okay. So what is the probability? Both heads. So what is the formula of probability? Number of outcomes that makes an event. Event is both heads. So we will see in our distribution which outcome satisfies both heads. So see in this 2 heads, so this will come. Here we have only one head, so we need both heads. So this will not be there, this will not be there, and this also will not be there because here we don't have any head. So out of these 4, how many is satisfying our condition? That is only 1. So what is the probability of both head? That is 1/4, because 1 satisfies our condition and total are 4. Similarly, if I say what is the probability of getting, first we will do what is the probability of getting one tail. So one tail means exactly one tail. Okay. So in this no tail, so we will not consider this now. Here we have one tail. Okay. So 1, and in this also one tail. But here we have 2 tails, but our point is only one tail. So only 2 outcomes are there out of 4. So probability will be 1/2. Next, sometimes they will ask you what is the probability of getting at least one head. Okay. So at least one head. At least means minimum. That is one head should be there or more than one. So we will say maximum 2 is possible in this case. So at least 1. Minimum 1 should always be there. So in this we have 2. Yes, it is more than 1. So this will be considered. So here at least one head is there. So this will also be there. Here also one head is there. So this is also considered. But this will not be considered because no head. So out of 4, 3 values satisfies our condition. So probability will be 3/4. Okay. Sometimes they will ask you probability. What is the probability of at most one head? Okay. So this is a difference. You should always understand the difference between these two terms. That is, at least one head means starting from 1, as many possible values. At most 1 means maximum value should be that number. At most 1 means maximum one head should be there. Even 0 is also possible. Okay. So let's see. at most one head. That means both heads will not come. One head, yes. Okay, so we will consider this. One head again, and here no head. So at most one. That means it can be 0 and then till 1. So 0 will also come under this because we don't have any head here. So again 3 possible outcomes out of 4. Okay. So this is how we will find the probabilities of different events for tossing a coin. So I have explained 2 possible, that is when you have only one coin and you toss that coin, or when you toss 2 coins together. Okay. So now let's see what is the probability of the different events to roll a dice. You all might have played Ludo once in your lifetime, and this dice is very useful in that. So we can see what are the possible numbers on this dice. As you already know that it starts from 1 till 6. So what are the possible outcomes for rolling a dice? That is the numbers ranging from 1 to 6. Now when you roll this dice, any number can come. So that means every number has equal chance to come. So what are the possible outcomes? These possible outcomes. So total number of outcomes are 6. Now let us see what is the probability of different events under this category. Suppose I am asking you what is the probability of getting even number. Okay, so when you roll a dice, what is the probability of getting even number? So probability of even number. So what was the formula? Number of outcomes that satisfy this condition divided by total number of outcomes. So what is even number in this? 1 is 2, 4 and 6. Okay. So how many even numbers? 3. So 3 outcomes divided by total outcomes, that is 1 by 2. Okay. So the probability of getting any even number when you roll a dice is 1 by 2. So now if I ask you what is the probability of odd number, then also see out of these 1, 3 and 5, 3 odd numbers are there. So probability will be 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. Always remember one thing, that probability values lie from 0 to 1. So what is the maximum value of probability? That is 1. That is definitely, certainly that event will occur, and probability can be minimum 0, that whatever event you are asking, that may not happen in these particular outcomes. So let's see, if I say what is the probability that when you roll a dice, your outcome is always less than 7. So less than 7 we need. So we can see that all these numbers are less than 7. Means when you roll, any number will come that will satisfy your this condition. So all 6 numbers, that is 6 over 6, this is 1. So maximum value of probability is 1. So if I say that what is the probability that you get a number greater than 6. So greater than 6 means beyond 6, 7, 8, 9, any number. But we know that possible outcomes are only these. So no outcome will satisfy this condition, that is it should exceed 6. So 0 outcome, that is 0 by 6 will give me 0. So minimum value of probability is always 0 and maximum is always 1. Again, if I ask you what is the probability of getting prime number, okay. So probability of getting prime number, that means first we will calculate which are the prime number in this. See, 1 is not a prime number, 2 is a prime number. Prime number means any number which don't come in any other table except itself and 1. So 2, 3, this is also prime. 4 is not prime because it comes under 2 and 4. 5 is also a prime. 6 is again not prime. So how many prime numbers? 3. So what will be the probability? That is 3 by 6. That is 1 by 2. Again, even can be anything like what is the probability that number is greater than 4. So what is the probability of getting number greater than 4? So greater than 4 means either you can get 5 or 6. That means two options are there. So 2 by 6. So probability is 1 by 3. So any such type of event can be asked and you should decide out of these possible outcomes what are the outcomes that satisfies your condition or satisfies your event. So whatever is that value you will write in the numerator divided by total number of outcomes. Okay. So that will be the probability of your event under consideration. Now I hope that rolling a dice is clear to you. So the previous topic, that is how to find the probability while you toss a coin, a 1 coin or 2 coin, or rolling a dice. These topics are very useful in your grade 10 also. So I hope this topic is clear to you. This is all about this video. See you in my next video with the next topic of this chapter. Thank you.